Hey YouTube, welcome back to a brand new Animal Crossing New Horizons video. Today we are taking a more in-depth look at the latest fall update trailer and highlighting all of the new content, as well as taking a look at some of the smaller details you may have missed the first time around, including some features that weren't announced in the trailer. It's a really exciting one, so without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. So I'm sure by now you've seen the fall update trailer that Nintendo released just yesterday. It pretty much focuses on the Halloween event and some of the spooky activities that will be added to the game in time for October. It seems the more you watch the trailer though, the more content there is to discover and plenty of details that are easily missed. So we'll be highlighting all of the new stuff you should know, breaking down the trailer scene by scene as we go, before wrapping up the video and looking at even more features announced yesterday that weren't included in the actual trailer. So it starts off with a very spooky looking player walking into a very creative Halloween themed graveyard, and there's so much to see in just these few seconds. The obvious is all the pumpkin furniture, which is obviously a new furniture set in honour of Halloween. We can see a couple of pumpkin stacks, a creepy pumpkin lamp, and of course a pumpkin arch that I can tell already is a fan favourite. Just a side note too, this arch is actually from Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, so hopefully this means more and more Pocket Camp furniture will make its way to New Horizons. Anyway, if we look closely, we also get to see a brand new Halloween fence for the first time. It looks like a pumpkin shaped iron fence but without the concrete, which is really awesome. And finally, the first scene ends by showing off not only some new spooky clothing and other accessories, but a very creepy but cute emotion. Moving on, inside Nook's Cranny we get a look at an all new seasonal item. As you can see in the bottom left corner, we can see a pumpkin style scarecrow, which is really cool. So it seems at least one of the Halloween themed items shown in this trailer will be available to buy throughout the month of October. I imagine there's more than just the scarecrow though, but that's all they've shown for now. Next we get to see inside the cabinet, and as you can see we'll be able to buy both candy and a pumpkin sapling for pretty cheap. One thing to note is that the candy can only be bought one at a time, so there's a chance it can only be bought once per day, but we'll have to wait and see. Maybe this is something they'll change. Of course, even if they don't and we can only buy one each day, you could just use a second player to buy more. In the next scene we get to see a gorgeous pumpkin patch that demonstrates growing pumpkins for the first time in any Animal Crossing game. We just saw the pumpkin saplings inside Nook's Cranny, but it looks like there's going to be multiple types of pumpkins available, including white, orange and of course yellow pumpkins. Here we get to see the player watering the pumpkins as well as a variety of growing stages. It seems these pumpkins are basically just flowers that grow pumpkins, and given the fact they can be watered and sparkle and the pumpkins can be picked without destroying the plant, it just uses the game's flower mechanic. It's really awesome though to finally have something else to focus on, and I'm sure this will open up the game for even more vegetable growing in the future. Now, any pumpkins we grow and harvest will be used as a crafting material to craft our very own pumpkin DIY recipes, which is super awesome. Here we get to see even more of the craftable pumpkin furniture items, including some pumpkins, a pumpkin stall it looks like, a pumpkin trick or treat candy set with lollies and things like that, and of course the scarecrow that can be bought from Nook's Cranny amongst other things. Some people have even said the hay bale we can see here is new, but it's getting really hard to remember what's already in the game and what isn't, so if you think this is new too, just let us know in the comments. Moving on, we get a closer look at some gorgeous Halloween themed costumes and dresses, with the trailer first showing off a wide variety of dresses before moving on to some new skin tones, which will add another spooky layer to our costumes, as well as some new eye colours, which is really cool. It's not known right now whether these kind of things will only be available during Halloween, but personally I imagine they're probably going to be a permanent feature once they've added. It would be weird to take them away. Anyway, the trailer moves on to a scene during Halloween itself on the 31st, and besides seeing some of the furniture again in more detail, it also reveals that the villagers will also be dressed up during the event, which is adorable. It seems everyone is also wearing some horn accessories too. We don't know right now if this is something Isabelle will be giving out leading up to the event, or if they'll just be available from the Able sisters. Of course, Jack, the Halloween special character, is set to return too, which is great news. We don't know yet if he'll only appear on the 31st like the trailer suggests, or if he'll appear more than once. Based on previous games, there's a chance we'll see him on the 1st of October as a kind of introduction to Halloween though, but we'll have to wait and see. We do know that we'll get to celebrate Halloween with all our villagers though, and hand out candy and lollipops during the event to both villagers and Jack to earn rewards, see lots of awesome Halloween costumes, and of course all new spooky reactions. It's looking like it'll be really fun. The trailer starts to wrap things up with the announcement of an update to NookLink on the Nintendo Switch Online app for smartphones that allows us to quickly send reactions, including the new scare and haunt emotions from smartphones, just like you would any in-game chat using the app, so it's a really nice quality of life update. Now, this final scene shows off a few more details that are easily overlooked, especially because it's only on screen for a couple of seconds, including the classic villager here chilling on the top cliff with a pumpkin head mask. These are items that have appeared in previous games, so it's nice to see them returning to New Horizons, but basically it's a giant pumpkin head that you can wear and often comes in a variety of colours, which makes it awesome for Halloween costumes. Furthermore, we get a look at even more of the costumes and clothing items that will be available in the update, including what appears to be some bat wings as seen on the player here. These have already been seen in the trailer but are easily missed. Unfortunately, we don't know if these are actual wing accessories or just a backpack or something, but given the arch has made its way from Pocket Camp, there's a chance we could start seeing accessories like wearable wings return too. Either way, they're really cool. And finally, there's been a lot of chat about this pumpkin item in the bottom left corner, suggesting that because this item is there, all 4 levels can now be decorated, which, as you know, we can't do right now as the top cliff is too high to climb up. Some people think this is a pumpkin in a pond, some think it is something on a lower cliff, which would suggest we can decorate the cliffs, and others think it's just a scarecrow and the perspective of the picture makes it look lower than it is. So it will be interesting to see if there's anything to this after the update and if we can finally decorate the 4th level or not. Of course, let us know what you think about this in the comments below. Now, the trailer concludes with a mini preview announcing the next free update that will feature the likes of Franklin and Jingle, who are both familiar special characters from previous games that visit to celebrate Thanksgiving and Toy Day respectively. Of course, all this tells us is that the next update will be free and will be expected late November, which won't be too far away once Halloween is all over. And that's pretty much it from the trailer side of things. Of course, there's a bunch of other news that dropped alongside the trailer, including a refresh to the Dream Suite feature that allows us to revisit islands we've already visited without knowing the dream address. This feature will basically store all the islands and dream addresses you've already visited, so you don't have to remember what they are or keep a list somewhere, which is super handy for those that regularly use the Dream Suite. Next, it was revealed that everyone who updates to the fall update will receive a Ring Fit Adventure item. It doesn't really do anything other than promote Ring Fit Adventure, but it's still pretty cool. And finally, unless I've forgotten anything, which I probably have, is that all 4 series of the original amiibo cards will be restocked and be made available at the original retail price in November. So by November, you'll be able to head out and easily pick up booster packs, which will make it super easy to get your hands on Dream Villagers without paying a huge markup for their original amiibo card. This is great news for some of you out there who are collecting amiibo cards. I know a whole bunch of people have been hoping Nintendo would do this. So there we have it. That was pretty much all the news surrounding the Animal Crossing New Horizons fall update that focuses around the Halloween event and a few other small details that we can expect to see over the coming weeks. But what do you think about this Halloween update? Are you looking forward to dressing up, or are you disappointed in the style of pumpkin items and the lack of autumn items? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Anyway, for now, that pretty much wraps up this video. If you're an Animal Crossing fan, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any New Horizons news. Until then, I'd like to give a special thank you to this channel's Patreon supporters, as well as this channel's members. You guys absolutely rock and truly help me upload as regularly as I do. I couldn't do it without you. Don't forget to head over to our Discord server too, and of course, if you made it to the end of the video, please comment Halloween. Just let me know you did, that would be super awesome. And please be sure to include what pumpkin item is your favourite so far. I'd love to know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it entertaining. Please be sure to leave a like if you did. Thanks for watching, I hope you have an amazing day, stay safe, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.